Welcome to your 15-minute reset. We're beginning on our back, so come down and separate your feet as wide as your mat, your knees to touch. And as you close your eyes, allow your awareness to shift, moving from the space around you to the space within. And beginning now to let gravity take the weight of your body down. Drawing your knees in and taking any movements here that feel good for the back. Circle your knees in opposite directions to start opening into your hips. And then draw your right leg towards your chest, interlace your hands around your shin, extend your left leg forwards to the front of the mat. Soften any excessive force here and let the shoulder blades find their way down to the mat. Simply switching legs now, left knee into the chest, right leg extends. And once more, drawing that right knee in towards your chest. Interlace your hands around the shin, relax your shoulders down. And now extend your right leg towards the ceiling to the degree that feels good for you. Hands to support the calf or behind your thigh as you flex and point that right foot, starting to mobilize the ankle. Switch over, left knee draws in, right leg goes long. Pause there for a moment, and then extending the left leg, beginning to circle or flex and point the foot. Both knees coming back into the chest here. Any additional movements you want to add in just momentarily, and then feet coming down hip distance apart now. We're going to set up for a bridge flow. Root into your heels and slowly begin to peel your spine away from the earth. Take a pause at the top and then articulate your spine, upper back, mid back, lower back. Inhaling, lengthen the lower back, root into the heels, lift your hips, lifting the spine. And then exhale, rolling back down. Keeping this going at your own pace, going slow so you can truly feel how your body is moving. Working with your breath. And on this final round, maybe you shimmy the shoulders together, take that interlace underneath your back, allowing your chest to draw towards your chin, taking a deep breath in, and as you exhale, if you've interlaced your hands, remove them from beneath you and come down steady. As your back finds its way to the floor, breathe in through the nose, lift that breath to your heart, hold it at the top. Exhale through your mouth. Bring the knees into the chest, hands behind your thighs as you rock up and down along your spine, keeping your toes lifted, warming up your core, maybe extending the arms as you rock up and down, holding that balance on your sit bones, lifting your heart, maybe reaching fingertips forwards. Feet come down, hands underneath your shoulders, push into the mat to lift up. On your next exhale, bum comes down, arms extend up, soles of the feet together, knees wide, hinge your body forwards. We're repeating this a few times to warm up, so with your next inhale, lift the arms, bring them behind your hips, push into the mat, reverse tabletop. As you exhale, lower your bum, reach the arms up, feet together, knees wide, and begin to hinge forwards. Continuing to repeat this, if you want more fire today, as I'm demonstrating here, from your reverse tabletop, Come to a hover with your sit bones and extend those legs straight so you're really using your shoulders and your core to keep the bum lifted. Return to your reverse tabletop. This is a sure way to really activate your core and your shoulders and also start to open up the front of your hips. So keep this going, whichever variation feels best for you today. Syncing up the movement with the breath, inhaling, pushing the earth away, lifting through your heart and your hips, and then taking that exhale as you choose. Keep it going. Last couple of rounds, really warming up the whole body here. Working beautifully into the shoulders and the core whilst opening up through the chest and the heart. Especially if you're going for that hover back option, we're really activating the strength within the body here. And then as you take that final round, when the soles of your feet come together, knees are wide, pausing in your forward fold. I was certainly feeling warmer by this point, so I hope you are too. Take one more breath in that forward fold, really giving into the weight of your body as you exhale. And then uncurl your spine, coming to sit upright. Right leg long, left foot to the inner thigh. Stretch your left fingertips up and overhead. Actively stretch through your fingertips as you continue to look up on your inhale and down on your exhale. Inhale, left hand comes to the ground behind you. Cross your right hand to your left knee and look over your left shoulder. Stay here or push into your left palm to lift your hips, pressing them forwards and taking your gaze back towards your right fingertips. As you lower, return to that side stretch. Left fingertips reach up and overhead. Inhale, left arm extend up and behind the left sit bone again, turning your gaze over the shoulder. Holding this twist or pushing the ground away, hips draw forwards, big toe roots down, and taking that gaze back to your right fingertips. Continue to move through this now at your own pace, so reaching up and over with your left fingertips, stretching into the side of the body, using an inhale to come up into your twist or to your baby wild thing. Reaching one last time with those left fingertips. And as you come upright, simply swapping the legs over now, so extending your right leg and stretching over with your left fingertips. Moving slowly through this first round, take your gaze up as you inhale and down as you exhale. Next breath in, lift your left arm up and place it behind your sit bone, holding this twist or pushing the ground away, drawing your hips forwards and taking that gaze back. Exhale, sit bones come down to the mat, stretching up and overhead, allowing your shoulder to come towards the ear so you really feel that lift of your lower ribs up and away from your hip. Next inhale, sweep the arm back up and behind you, looking over your shoulder, pushing the ground away, maybe taking the heart opener. And as we did before, finding your own tempo with this now. Finishing now with one last reach of those fingertips up and overhead, keeping your chest open, and then placing the soles of your feet to the edges of the mat and bringing the hands just behind your hips, windscreen wiping the knees from side to side. As your knees return to center, place your hands on your shins and take a few variations of cat-cow here. So breathe in to pull your heart forwards towards your thighs, soften the shoulders and look up. And as you exhale, round your spine, drop your chin towards your chest. Breathing in, heart draws forwards, looking up. Exhaling, round your spine, relax the head. Find a tabletop position now and start to lift your right knee and draw big circles working into the hip. Moving slowly with control as you find a big range of movement there. Next time the right knee is lifted, either pause here, taking little pulses up with your right heel, or lift your left arm and reach back for your right foot, pressing foot and hand into one another, getting a deeper back bend and hip stretch. As you release, place the left palm down, round your spine and draw the knee in towards the nose. Left toes tuck as you extend up and back into your three-legged dog, so right leg stays lifted, circling through the ankle, flexing and pointing the foot. Draw your right knee in towards your chest, place the foot between the hands and let your left foot follow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees as you fold, keeping the knees bent as you unravel all the way to standing, head lifts last. And as you look up, stretch the arms out and up, bring the palms together and down to heart center. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, fold, exhale. Step back to a wide down dog, feet mat distance apart, heels slightly turning in, toes rotating out. Begin to walk your hands towards your feet, coming down into your Malasana squat. Hands to heart center, bow your head towards your fingertips. Staying here, or lower your right fingertips down, push your upper arm and knee into one another as you spiral open to the left hand side, reaching your left arm up and back. Bring the palms together and then inhaling, open up to the other side. As you come to center, begin to walk back into this wide downward facing dog. Returning to tabletop, moving through a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhaling, chest opens. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. Move through one last cat-cow, and as you come to neutral, left knee lifts this time as you start to circle into your hip. Lifting the knee up, drawing it out to the side, pulling it in towards your chest, and then extending back up again. Next time your knee lifts, you can take those little pulses working into your glutes, or reach up and back with your right arm this time, taking hold of your foot, using the left hand and shoulder to stabilize your body as you open up into your heart. Rounding your spine as you exhale, draw your knee in towards your nose, tuck the right toes under, and extend yourself up and back into your downward dog, circling and pointing and flexing this left foot. Lower the left foot down, angle your heels in slightly, toes out again. Final downward dog, so really enjoy the stretch here for one deep breath in. And with an exhale, lower down into your child's pose. We're taking a twist here towards the left side of the mat, so keep your left arm extended and thread your right arm through. Come through center as you inhale, and then exhale, take that twist over to the other side. As you return to center, my guidance is going to leave you here. I encourage you to take at least a minute to be still. Let me know how you find this practice in the comments, and I will see you again soon.